Hello, traders. FS Speculator here. Today is Tuesday, and it is February 25th. So, how is everybody doing today? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. I just wanted to remind everybody that I will be trying to do these live streams at 6 p.m. UK time, GMT time, or at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, New York time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This will be replacing my 3 p.m. video, so I definitely will start off by covering the euro dollar, the pound dollar, and gold, just because those are always the most popular pairs to look at that people always want to see. So this is kind of a little test. So if you do enjoy watching these live streams rather than the three short videos, then definitely make sure you like, subscribe, so that way I know to keep doing them. Otherwise, I may end up switching back to the 3 p.m. videos. But either way, for now, we're going to try this out for a couple weeks. If it's a big hit, I'll definitely continue to do it. Now, kind of a slow week so far on the dollar pairs, to be honest with you. Now we're at an extremely crucial point, in my opinion, on the US dollar index, which for me, the US dollar index is so extremely important to help me trade all the US dollar pairs. Now, possibility number one is that this is the end of a wave B and that this is now in a downtrend, and on these higher time frames it will continue to make lower lows, lower highs, which will cause all these dollar pairs to continue the uptrend. Possibility number two is that this wave down that we're currently in is a correction to the last impulsive move up, the last trend on shorter time frames. If that is the case, it could end up making a higher low, and turning back up. So that's why I say we're at a little bit of a crucial point. Now, Fibonacci retracement and extension will definitely tell you when a trend is over. Will definitely tell you when a wave is over. Now, we could definitely have been trading to the short side ever since we got that break of structure way back weeks and weeks ago. Shorting the dollar via the dollar pairs. But this move down still could possibly be a wave A, a wave B, and a wave C. So we have to keep in mind that this Fibonacci retracement is going to help us identify whether it's an ABC or whether this is a 1, a 2, and a wave 3. If it is a wave 3, then it will not break structure to the upside, but rather it will go down and it will blow all these black Fibonacci retracement levels out of the water. It will likely close below here. And if it does go down and close below there, that definitely is going to prove to me that it is going to be going down for this big old giant wave C on the weekly time frame. So we're at a very crucial point because the 78% is kind of the last stop. I mean, sometimes you get an 88% pullback, but more often than not, it is a 78% pullback. So it's kind of the max that you'd like to see in a pullback. So if price does go up, if price does break structure, that tells me wave 3, not happening. Wave C, very likely. If it is a wave C, then it very likely will go all the way back up to these previous highs, which will definitely cause the US dollar pairs to do the same type of move. So we are either going to go up, break structure, confirming wave C, or we're going to keep going down, making lower lows, lower highs, confirming wave 3. Now, like I said, ever since it broke structure way back here, we could have been shorting the dollar and hopefully learning and earning at the same time whether this is a wave C or whether it is a wave 3, hopefully trading the US dollar pairs. So anyways, yeah, definitely. I will be taking requests during this live stream. Pretty much the whole point of this live stream is to take requests from people. So first come, first serve. I will be on for an hour. So if you have something you want me to look at, definitely let me know. We're going to start off with the euro dollar, the pound dollar, and gold, and then I will take requests from there. So like I said, I'll be on for an hour. As long as requests keep coming in, I will stay on for the full hour. So keeping that US dollar analysis in mind, that tells me what the scenarios are possible on all these US dollar pairs. If the dollar is a wave C, then the euro dollar is a wave C and it's going to go back down. If the dollar is a wave C, then the pound dollar is a wave C and it will go back down. If the the Aussie dollar, same thing. The euro Aussie will go down if the dollar really is a wave C. Kiwi dollar will go down if it really is a wave C. US dollar CAD potentially would keep going up, and US dollar Swiss would potentially turn up and keep going up. But if the US dollar really does go down and prove to me that it's a wave 3, then that means that these very high time frame analysis that I've been talking about for probably a year now, I've been talking about this eventually going up. You can watch my YouTube videos from about a year ago, and I've been talking about this same ABC pattern, which I think is going to be an expanding flat on the euro dollar. So if the dollar index really does confirm the move down, then I would expect this to confirm the move up for an expanding flat, which is a really, really big move. Pound dollar running flat. This is a higher high right here. Higher high, higher high. That's a running ABC flat pattern, which would probably go all the way up and do that. Doesn't mean that there's not going to be some big pullbacks on shorter time frames, but definitely higher time frames. We have the end of a wave X on this one, which would likely lead to 3 waves up for a wave Y to complete this WXY pattern. Then, same thing on the Kiwi dollar. ABC correction, either 3 waves up for wave Y or 5 waves up for wave C. And US dollar CAD, 5 waves down to complete a ABC of wave Y on this too. A, B, 5 waves down for a wave C of wave Y, which is going to complete this W, 3 waves of W, 3 waves of X, and 3 waves of Y pattern. So definitely a very crucial point, because to me, if this US dollar index proves on the daily time frame to be a wave C, hold on, there it goes. If this proves to me that it is not a wave C, and it proves to me that we're in a wave 3, then that means that what I just showed you guys on the weekly, monthly time frame on all these dollar pairs is likely to happen, which means that we likely be in a trend for months, not just weeks, probably months, probably towards the end of the year at least. So that's why I say we're at a very crucial point. We're also at a pretty crucial point on the JPY basket, which we'll look at that in a minute. But JPY basket and US dollar index, very, very, very crucial points in my opinion right now to determine a wave C or a wave 3. If you haven't done so already, which it looks like 91% of you so far have done so, definitely join my free Discord channel. We currently have 5,754 members, so it's a very big community of like-minded traders. It's 100% free to join. I would like to build a community of traders that are with no other purpose than to just help each other out. And the community itself is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. So join the community, 100% free to join. So anyways, let's take it down. One thing we do know for sure right now is that the trend is definitely not confirmed to be over. We have no breaker structure. I mean, yeah, we had a pretty big doji candle yesterday, but I've seen doji candles right in, actually that's kind of like a hammerhead, but either way, I've seen these type of candles right in the middle of big trends before, so for me, those candles don't really tell me anything. If this is a wave 3, I'm definitely expecting up this area. I actually have a take profit on the pound dollar and the euro dollar up in that area. I'm already long both of these trades, which, by the way, in my private membership group, I do give every single trade I take at the time of entry with stop losses and take profits when I use them. So anyways, if we're in a wave 3, I'm expecting this to go all the way up, probably at least to the 1.7 area on the euro dollar. Definitely kind of slow. I was told in my group yesterday, yesterday was Monday anyways, but this is the 4-hour time frame. Look at what happened at so far this week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basically doji candles on the 4-hour time frame in a row. That's some major sideways action right there that we had yesterday so far this week. Big time. But the trend is still up, and it looks like it completed an ABC running, like a running flat or running ABC correction, whatever you want to call it. Higher high wave B potentially, higher high wave C. It looks like a complete ABC running flat. This 100% is definitely a very significant area. We need to break above that area to really confirm that we are going up on the higher time frames. So we have to be a little bit careful. I mean, there is a chance it does go down again, but I'm still long. I'm still holding longs. A couple little doji candles don't really scare me much. I still think there's a very good likelihood that it will continue to make higher highs, higher lows. And I'm definitely still looking for longs in an uptrend. I'm long on the euro dollar and the pound dollar right now. Been long on the pound dollar since before last week. So holding that one for quite a while. Pound dollar is already a little bit above the 100%, which I think is a very good sign for the bullish scenario. My bullish scenario on the pound dollar is probably the 61% minimum, which is the 1.2925 area. So holding on, holding longs. I'd like to take profit all the way up in this area potentially, but probably going to end up taking profit around these highs because that's probably the more likely place that you'll see some major resistance. So anyways, definitely no signs of this being over. Definitely no breaker structure. US dollar index, definitely no reason to think it's over. This also made a three-way pullback with a higher high wave B, just like the euro dollar. That's why I mark these ones out. I like to mark out the running and the expanding flats. They're literally everywhere, and I do think marking them out does make it a little bit easier to see with these trend lines, because if you get a higher high wave B, then you pretty much know you're either going to make a running pattern, which would be a higher low and continuing up like I showed on the euro dollar, or you're going to make a lower high comparative to the wave A for a wave C. So something like that for an expanding ABC correction. And the euro dollar is a running ABC correction, hopefully, because you have a higher high wave B and then higher high wave C comparative to the wave A. So two really good examples of flat patterns right in a row here. Hopefully this is the end of a correction. I'm still long on the pound dollar. I've been long for a while on the pound dollar anyways, but still holding on to my longs. You know, these little pullbacks don't really bother me. I'm more of a swing trader anyways. Definitely still looking for more longs. I mean, if this right here really is the end of a correction, I would expect it to at least go up and take out these highs. The next area of resistance for me is the 123 Fibonacci extension from the higher time frames, which is right around the 1.2704 area. So I don't really think we're going to see any significant pullbacks, at least until that fib level. But there's definitely a chance that this turns into more of a complex correction, kind of like what happened over here, more like a five-wave complex WXY or WXYZ or something along those lines. But definitely still looking for longs for sure. Oh, happy. Yeah, that's an awesome question, to be honest with you. Trading psychology. I'm reading some Van Kopp book right now. I'm a huge fan of Mark Douglas, though. Mark Douglas, I think, is definitely Trading in the Zone and The Disciplined Trader. Both extremely good books for trading psychology. I read a lot of books. None of the books I read are really about trading systems. They're all about like trading psychology or, you know, just stuff like that. Stories of successful traders like the Market Wizard books and stuff like that. I don't like to read books about, you know, how to trade. I just like to read books about the psychology of trading and stories of other traders. But yeah, Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas, by far the best trading psychologist book I know of. But Van Kopp is another really good book. He's in the Market Wizard books at the end. And he's really good for trading psychology also. Hey, Quizzy, how's it going? Nice to see you. Been a while. Yeah, we're going to look at gold now. Yeah, so we always start off at looking at the three most popular pairs because this live stream is replacing the YouTube videos I do for the euro dollar, the pound dollar, and gold. Normally I make those 3 p.m. recap videos every night, but this live stream is replacing those, so I'll definitely look at gold. I'll definitely look at the euro dollar and the pound dollar. Pretty big push down on, yeah, definitely been a while, Chrissy. Haven't seen you in the chats for a while. Hopefully everything's doing good. Let's see here. So the thing with gold is was definitely still in a big uptrend. And even when we do start a pullback, it's not going to be a trend reversal. And actually, the last end of a correction, in my opinion, is right here, which means this is probably a 1, 2, 3 subdivision. Like this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2. I think this is all 5 waves of 3. And then this is the 4. And then we're probably in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave 3. I think overall this wave 3 is going to probably end at the $3,000 an ounce area. Maybe we're starting the wave 4 of 3 now and the wave 5 of 3, which is actually an even deeper subdivision than that because this is a wave 3. And I think that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically this is probably a wave 3 of wave 5. Or actually backwards, it's a wave 5 of wave 3. But we potentially are in the wave 5 of 3, or at least starting the wave 4 of 3. So anyways, long story short, definitely is still a pretty strong uptrend. And I still don't really see any evidence of a real significant turn. I put my Fibonacci retracement on the last impulsive move up. If it breaks the lower the last impulsive move up, then we probably almost definitely are in that wave 4 from the much higher time frames. which is going to be a pretty decent pullback for sure. But we haven't broke the lows yet, and to me, this looks like 1, 2, 3 waves down. This looks like 1, 2, 3 waves up, and this looks like potentially a wave C. We made a little bit of a higher high wave B here too, as you'll notice. And we see these expanding and running flats all over the place. That's why I'm going to start marking them. Normally, I don't mark them because I can just see them everywhere. This right here is a running flat. That's a running flat. This is a regular flat, but kind of a running regular flat type style. This is an expanding flat over here. They're literally all over the chart on the sort of time frames. This is kind of what I would just call a contracting triangle. So these patterns are all over the charts. So if this really is a wave C, I would expect to see some sort of break of structure maybe on the 30-minute time frame or so. Maybe we'll get one more push down. If it respects this fib level and then it turns back up, breaks structure, I definitely would take that as a wave C, and I definitely would go long again because the higher time frame trend is definitely still up. On that same account, if this 30-minute range time frame, 1 hour 30-minute time frame makes lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and blows past all these Fibonacci levels, then you definitely could say that we're probably in that wave 4 for the much higher time frames. So, like I said, a lot of these dollar pairs right now are in a very crucial point right now. Extremely crucial. Ooh, it looks like they're pushing up again right now. Nice. These this pound dollar and euro dollar, I'm pretty heavily long the pound dollar right now, and I only got one position on the euro dollar, but I got a couple positions on the pound dollar from a while back. And this is going to be an extremely profitable trade for me if this plays out. If it goes up to the 161, 178, it's going to be a very nice trade. Like I was saying, I mean, I do see every single trade I take with the group at the time of entry. I don't really want to call it a signal service because I really don't think anybody's going to learn how to trade following somebody else's signals. The whole point of the group is definitely to learn how to trade, not to follow somebody else's trades. But I do give every single trade I take with the group to the group at the time of audience. I am a swing trader. It's not like I'm taking 20 trades a day. But the Aussie CAD was a buy today that we all took in the group together during the Zoom meeting. This is the daily report from yesterday. I had 4 open trades. I lost on one of them, so it was like 0.25% loss. But as you can see, I've been long the pound dollar. I've been long the pound dollar twice, and I've been long the euro dollar. That was from yesterday's daily report. But if you're a member, you get weekly reports, monthly reports for every single week. You get daily reports, tells you all the trades I'm in, tells you the trades I'm holding on to, tells you my entry price, stop loss price. So it is definitely kind of like a signal service, but like I said, I don't like calling it that because you're never going to learn the trade if you just follow somebody else's trades. You definitely need to learn how to trade on your own. So anyways, yeah, so let's start taking some requests. We did the euro dollar, we did the pound dollar, I looked at gold, we're going to look at the dollar again right now. If anybody has any requests, definitely let me know. Be more than happy to look at anything for you. Definitely check out my free Discord channel. Like I said, my membership is very cheap. I keep it at $30 a month because I want it to be extremely affordable for everybody. I like to call it learn and earn at the same time. Like I said, I do say every single trade I take with the group at the time of entry, but I don't really like to call it a signal service. It's more of a group of traders, but it comes with a trading course and a ton of educational information, especially Elliott Wave of trading information and Fibonacci information. So it is only $30 a month. It's extremely cheap. You can cancel at any time, and you can follow along with all the trades I take at the time of entry, which they all get posted on Discord under the members chats right here. Like I said, daily reports, every single trade I take, weekly reports, monthly reports, they are all definitely in here. So I definitely a pretty good deal, that's for sure. So check that out if you're interested. It is at my website, www.fxpipcollector.com. Very cheap membership, for sure. So anyways, definitely still looking for logs on the euro dollar, definitely looking for logs on the euro dollar, the pound dollar. And I would technically still be looking for logs on gold too, definitely. Let's switch it up to the US dollar yen. Now, with the US dollar yen, at the beginning of this live stream, I said that we are in a very crucial point on the US dollar index, but we are also in a very crucial point on the JPY basket. This JPY basket could prove to be ready to turn, or at least could be damn close to turning. So, anyways, let's go to the weekly time frame, because if this JPY basket turns down, like it looks like it could, then including the dollar yen, every one of these JPY pairs will turn up, probably for a few months potentially. So that's why, for me, the US dollar index is so important with the dollar pairs. The JPY basket is so extremely important for the yen pairs, including the dollar yen, because I consider the dollar yen more of a yen pair than a dollar pair. So the reason why I say that we're at such a crucial point, because this could turn into either a flat or a WXY. A flat is 335, 3 waves, 3 waves, 5 waves. A WXY is 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves. So far we got 1, 2, 3 waves down, so we got 3 waves. We got 1, 2, 3 waves up, so we got 3 waves up. So we know, because of our LA wave knowledge, that a 3-3 pattern could lead to either 3 waves down for a 3-3-3, which would be WXY, or it could lead to 5 waves down, which would be a flat, a 3-3-5 pattern. So that's why we're at such a crucial point. Now, what I got going on here is I got my Fibonacci extension on the first wave, projected out the bottom of the second wave. We know that if it is a wave C, that the 100%, the 123, could be areas where it would turn. So if we do get a push down and a break of structure at this level on shorter time frames, I'm going to say that it's a double 3 pattern, another ABC correction, and potentially 5 waves down, which we're looking at the weekly time frame. So 5 waves down on the weekly time frame could potentially take at least a couple months, probably. Yeah, 60, maybe 60 days or so, 50 to 60 days. So definitely could take some time for sure. So that knowledge that I just learned from the JPY basket literally tells me what to do on every single JPY pair. Now, looking at this JPY basket, we're at the 100% Fibonacci extension. If it goes down, if it breaks and holds below structure with momentum, I'm saying that this is the end of a wave 5 of C, a wave 5 of wave C. So if this proves to be a wave C, I will definitely start looking for lows on every single yen pair until probably about 60 days worth of price action to the downside, to the upside, or to the downside on the JPY basket. So that information I need to apply to every single JPY pair, right? That information I just said about the basket needs to apply to every single pair. If the basket breaks, then this will break and it will turn into an uptrend, and this will probably turn into more of potentially like a flat in ABC, because it's a higher high, kind of an equal low, so maybe a regular flat. That's possibility number 1. The JPY basket will tell me if that's going to happen, if I pay attention and pay attention to structure. Option number 2, which is the option I have labeled, that I've had labeled for a very long time, at least a month or two, is that it's potentially going to keep going down for a wave B to finish out this wave C, that is. So we got a wave A. Whoops, stupid thing. I got a wave A, I got a wave B, down for a wave C. So we definitely got 2 options. Luckily, I know for a fact that if I pay attention to that JPY basket, pay attention to structure, pay attention to my LE wave, that JPY basket will tell me exactly what to do. Right now, the JPY basket is still telling me to look for shorts. How would you have been doing if you did nothing but look for shorts lately? Especially at the end of 3-way pullbacks. Some of these are a little more not like real clear pullbacks, but that would have been an awesome short. That would have been an amazing short. This would have been an amazing short. Way back here would have been an amazing short. All because I watched the JPY basket and trade based on that. So definitely looking for shorts. If it does turn up significantly, and if the JPY basket turns down, I will definitely switch it up. But as of right now, definitely looking for shorts. Even if it does pop up, I'm looking for shorts. Unless the JPY basket breaks structure and holds it below that structure Just like if the US dollar breaks above structure, I will change it up on the US dollar pairs. Pretty much all my US dollar pairs I trade based on the US dollar index. Pretty much all of my JPY pairs I trade based on the JPY basket. And then all these other pairs, I mean, a lot of these are correlated pretty well too. You got the Euro Aussie, Euro Kiwi, Pound Aussie, Pound Kiwi. Anytime you analyze any of them, you better look at all of them. You know, you get the Euro CAD, and then the Pound CAD, and then the Aussie CAD, and the Kiwi CAD. So correlation is a big, big deal. I definitely wouldn't go short right now, but if this thing pops up and then makes it like an impulsive engulfing move down, something like that, nice Fibonacci bounce, I would definitely still be recommending looking at shorts. So if anybody has any, hey Luca, yeah, we'll look at that. If anybody has any requests, put them in the chats on YouTube. I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. I don't mind looking at stocks, indices, cryptocurrency, commodities. I'll look at basically anything. And so some things that I don't normally look at, I mean, it would just be an educated guess, but I'll definitely look at anything. 75% Fibonacci. Ooh, what's that word? That sounds like a WDN Fibonacci level. I think WDN used quarters instead of like the more traditional, like I used, the 78.6, the 61.8, 50%. WDN would use like the 25%, the 50%, the 61.8 because it's the golden ratio, and then he would, instead of 78, he would use 75, and then the 100 because he split everything into quarters. A little bit of a WDN fanatic. I don't really trade his system because I don't think anybody really knows his true system, but he was an amazing trader. He made 1,000% returns with a 92% win rate. And that was in 1 year, I think. He did 1 year, he did 1,000% returns with a 92% win rate. Check out his trading record. It's amazing. Nobody else can touch that, that's for sure. I still am, I mean, if this thing still makes an impulsive move down, I'm still going to go short again on this. Just because of all the, just because of the potential for this thing. And because the dollar index definitely hasn't been proven to go up. We definitely don't have a break of structure to the upside. We definitely got maybe a ABC correction here. This kind of looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't it? That's probably a leading diagonal, wave A. I bet that this is like a potential 1, 2, 3 down, like a running wave B, and then probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, wave C. So, I mean, for me personally, if this thing turns at any one of these fib levels, you better believe I'll be going short. If it doesn't turn and it doesn't break structure, potentially on a little bit of a shorter time frame, then I wouldn't go short. You know, if I didn't see this thing break structure to the downside on like the 1 hour, maybe if you do go short, but then it doesn't break structure, you better get the heck out. Hey Garrett, how's it going, buddy? Let me know if anybody has any requests. Like I said, I will stay on for an hour as long as people keep requesting things. I'm already running out of things, so if anybody has something they want me to look at, definitely put it on there. Be more than happy to look at pretty much anything. So yeah, definitely looking for. I mean, it depends what you're doing. Obviously, if you're a short time frame trader, you could have been looking for longs ever since we got the break of structure way back here last Tuesday. So you could have been looking for longs for about a week and a half if you're trading the very short time frames. Or if you're more of a swing trader, you're potentially waiting patiently for a reversal at a Fibonacci level to go short and potentially hold on for a very long time. Yeah, definitely. I'm consistent, that's for sure. All my trading results are in the group. I just started last November, I think, or October. I started sharing every single swing trade I take in the members tab. To be honest with you, December I don't really trade much because I take almost 3 weeks off in December because I go home and see family. So I don't really trade a whole lot in December, but yeah, the rest of the time it's pretty consistent. So in other ways, definitely not losing money. I was in a little bit of a slump in January, but definitely pretty consistent most of the time. And the way I trade, I'm extremely risk averse too, so I definitely don't risk very much per trade. I usually risk about 0.25% per trade. Like I tell everybody in my group, if you can consistently make 2% a week, and you maybe have a couple $100,000 or $100,000, that's extremely good money. Um, have a total of about $140,000 capital that I'm trading. So if I can make 2% a week, that's pretty damn good money. Very good money. Obviously, going for bigger gains is good, but the problem with risking more money is your drawdown would potentially could go down. You know, my drawdown, like a big drawdown for me, is like 3%, 4%, 5% tops. That's like a that's a huge drawdown for me. I haven't had one of those since I started selling my trades. That's for sure. So yeah, I mean, it depends what kind of trader you are. If you're a short-time fade trader, you could be looking for long still. If until you get that big aggressive move to the downside at a Fibonacci level for sure. Yeah, let's look at Bitcoin. I haven't been looking at crypto much lately. I don't trade crypto. I've actually never traded crypto in my life. I own a little bit of Bitcoin, but it's a very little bit that I've been holding on to for like a couple of years. But it's really a small amount of Bitcoin. But I don't trade crypto. I never actually traded it in my life. But I was analyzing it on a regular basis for a long. Oh wow, look at that! Crypto bubble is popping, isn't it? Oh boy, look at the crypto. Oh man, that Ethereum. Wow, that looks like it's going down. I know you asked for Bitcoin, but correlated pairs is so important in what I do. So anytime I look at Bitcoin, I gotta look at the other majors. Wow, that looks like it's going down big time. I have my own capital. I have $100,000 in prop firm money, and I have about 44,000 dollars in personal money that I trade, all connected together with a trade copier. So anytime I enter a trade on my personal trading account, it automatically goes to my $100,000 account. And then I don't mind showing you guys this. I just this week, actually today was the first day of doing it, but I just started trading a $50,000 prop firm account with my group in my Zoom meetings. I literally just started today, and today we were just kind of testing some things out, but it's a $50,000 funded account. I literally just started this today with the group. So during my live Zoom meetings, where we are going to start trading this account together, during my Zoom meetings that I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I literally just got this account. This is a $50,000 account. I'm up $32 because I just started trading it today, and I really were just kind of messing around with it today. But yeah, we're gonna start trading this account live together with the group. This is gonna be more short-term trading too, like maybe 5 minute time frame trading. I have it on the 1 minute, but probably 5 minute time frame trading, 15 minute time frame trading. So I'm definitely a swing trader, but if I'm gonna scalp, it's either gonna be the euro dollar or it's gonna be one of the indices like the DAX or or something like that. So that's pretty exciting. Like I said, I'm trying to do something. I got this during the holidays, this account, because they had a lot of good deals during the holidays. And I haven't even started trading it yet, and I just started today trading it. So it's pretty exciting. I thought it would be a cool experiment to do this with the group. So this is every single day during the Zoom meetings, we're going to be looking for trades in this. Potentially, I'm only going to trade it during the New York Open, and potentially maybe 2 hours during the London Open. So maybe like 4 to 6 hours a day. Look for trades on it. So like I said, if anybody wants to attend these live Zoom meetings that I do every single day of the week, definitely check it out. My website is fxpitcollector.com. I do these Zoom meetings, which are members only meetings, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and they're usually 2 hours long, but today they were 2.5 hours long, and if we're trading in one of these, they might even go longer than that sometimes. So check it out. It is only $30 a month. I make it extremely cheap on purpose. I want everybody to afford it. I don't want it to make. I'm not going to be one of those douche gurus you see on YouTube that charges $500 for a trading course and then teaches you how to trade moving average crossovers or fair value gaps. Hint, hint. ICT stands for I can't trade. So, anyways, I think, man, Ethereum really looks like an ABC, doesn't it? Hmm. So, man, that definitely looks like the end of a trend. That's pretty crazy. I didn't really realize that. Yeah, I didn't realize Bitcoin was turning so hot. We definitely have the end of this last impulsive move. No doubt about it. The question is that the end of a five wave move, or is that just the end of a impulsive move, and now we're in a correction to the uptrend? I mean, honestly, with how bullish, everybody is with crypto, including the U.S. government because of Trump and Elon Musk, I would kind of assume that this is going to be a correction to the last. Wow, look how clear that is. Holy crap. Look at this trend. Look at that. Wave one, wave two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3. Like, look at this. Oh my God. That is an extremely clear trend. 5 waves of 3, A, B, C of 4, and then another impulsive up, take out the previous high, liquidity grab for the wave 5. That is one of the clearest 5-wave trends I've seen in a long time. Even the wave 1 I can see 5 waves in. Wow, that's amazing. More than likely, we are in a correction to those last 5 waves up, in my opinion. Could possibly turn into a big old giant trend reversal, but more than likely it's a correction. Ah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, definitely check it out. And you mean you could cancel at any time. I try to be very transparent. January, I did end up losing 2%. I don't really mind telling people, but 2% is a big loss for me. Most of the time, I'm looking for, a couple, like 2% a week. So, and then December, I didn't really trade much because I don't really trade in December. Usually spend time with family. I live in Portugal. I live in Europe, but I am from America. I'm from Northern America. So, north of Boston. So, anyways, we are definitely either in a wave A or a wave 1 right now. And that trend is definitely not over, but it definitely did take out the low of the previous wave 4, so I would kind of expect to see a pullback at some point. I also see what looks like 5 waves down, so we might end up starting a move to the upside maybe this week for wave B, or possibly a wave 2. Then I would assume it's either going to go down and make a wave C, maybe 50%. There's a little gap right here too, so yeah, and there's a little top bottom, so either 50 or 61%, something like this, or 50%, and then probably back up again. But we'll see. It could turn into a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, boy, if you see a break of structure on this 1 hour time frame, that's probably the end of a wave 5. And then you want to try to get in on a pullback because, man, if that's the end of a wave 5, that would be like a wave 1, 2, and then this thing will go up and make a 3, 4, 5, take out that high. This could be a really good turn, even though it's probably just a wave B, but technically, if it does turn up, what I would do is I would put my Fibonacci on this move from here to here if that really was the bottom, which we don't really know if it is. And then I would expect to see probably a wave B, probably back up to this area someplace, either the 61 or the 78% for a wave B. So maybe we're heading back up to, $100,000 to $104,000. And then potentially back down to $72,000. Man, some big old swings, huh? And then maybe back to the moon. Who knows? Everybody thinks Bitcoin's going to the moon. I've never really been much of a Bitcoin crypto guy, but everybody thinks it's going to the moon. But everybody's probably going to get stopped out in this pullback before it goes to the moon. So, yeah, definitely. If anybody... Oh, yeah, January wasn't the greatest. I don't, like I said, I don't really mind showing any of my stuff. This is my trade reports. Let's see. I made 1.1%. I made 0.75%. But January is right here. This is every single trade I took in January right here. This is my monthly report for January. Like I said, I'm a swing trader, but now I'm going to be trading that funded account with the group, so a lot of the trades won't show up on here. But I lost 2.25% on January. One of the worst trades was the gold. I tried to short gold like a fool because I thought it was a way B, but it definitely wasn't a way B. But that's okay. It wasn't a big loss, but gold. I don't really trade gold that often either. So, does anybody have any more requests? Definitely put them in the chats. I got about 20 more minutes or so. So if anybody has any requests, definitely take a look at Dodes. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't normally watch the chats. Yeah, I'll take a look at Dodes for you. Hopefully you're still here. Looks like you potentially are. Do I have Dodes? I think I do have it on here. Dodes. Maybe not. Yeah, it's right there. I'm looking at it now. I was going to say, Dodes USDT is right here. Pretty big pullback, huh? Looks like a five-way pullback, so it could end up being a five-way correction. I don't trade crypto, to be honest with you. No, I can trade it with my broker. My broker now offers like 8 different cryptocurrencies, but I've never traded crypto in my life. I own a little bit of Bitcoin that I've been sitting on for like 2 years, but I don't trade crypto on a regular basis. But during those Zoom meetings and during these live streams, I'll look at pretty much anything. Don't really mind looking at anything at all. Oh man, those dollar trades are going awesome. I'm gonna be freaking happy if those dollar trades go to my targets. Like extremely happy. Like go on another vacation to Italy happy like I did last weekend. Well, I moved to Europe so I could go on more travel a lot more. Last weekend, me and the wife just decided out of the blue to just go to Rome for 2 nights. Just out of the blue. Just be like, okay, we're going to go to Rome for a couple nights. The euro dollar is my favorite pair by far. Even though I got a little bit of a love-hate relationship with it, but the euro dollar is definitely my favorite pair. And then the pound yen, I think, would be my second favorite pair. So this Dogecoin, if it does turn back up, I would expect it to happen at a fib level. So I think it's still got a little more downside. At this 78%, I bet we're going to get a pretty big reaction, which that 78% is 0.1671. That's what I was scalping today. I only entered a couple trades, but I was scalping today in my Zoom meeting with all my members today for a little while. I was trading the euro dollar to the long side. Oh man, sorry guys, I'm just going over my profits on the pound dollar and euro dollar. Loving those two right now. Today's definitely a love day for those pairs. Some days the euro dollar annoys me because some days the euro dollar does this like it did at the beginning of the week, which is absolutely nothing for about a day and a half straight. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's like, especially for me because I mostly trade the higher time frames. So this is when I hate the euro dollar, is when it goes into one of these stupid ranges it likes to do. It did it back here for like a day and a half. It did it up here for like a day. It loves to do that. It just absolutely loves it. But we gotta look at a couple more. We gotta look at Dodes a little closer. I wasn't finished looking at that, so I got distracted. So I would still definitely be looking for shorts on this, though. To be honest with you, what I would want to see is I would want to see a break of structure up on the 1 hour time frame. Then I would want to put my Fibonacci retracement on the last impulsive down. then I would want to see some sort of a three-way pullback to go short again. I definitely would recommend looking for shorts on this for sure. Even if, like I said, I would want it to break structure, so that way I knew that this wave was over. And then I would know that if I get it at the end of a correction, it would be the beginning of a brand new wave of a higher time frame trend that is probably not over. So definitely still looking for shorts on that. Let's see here. Pound Swiss. Those Swiss pairs are something else. But one thing we have to keep in mind is that if if the dollar goes down for potentially a month or two, probably a couple months, then we would have to expect the Swiss to become stronger because the Swiss is a risk on, risk off currency. So if the Swiss gets stronger and the dollar gets weaker, then you would expect pairs like the pound Swiss to potentially go down. I was expecting to see a little bit more up, to tell you the truth. I have it labeled as an ABC cuts, and I definitely think it's going to go down again. I was expecting to see a little bit more up. Today it tried to break structure, as you can see. If it breaks that structure and holds below that structure, then I would definitely start looking for shorts again. Definitely start looking for shorts again. But otherwise, I would still be looking for longs, and honestly, that rejection of structure could even make another long. Oh yeah, definitely could make another long. This rejection of structure could form a long if it goes up and breaks. It definitely. I was thinking it was going to go up to about the 78% fib, which is still quite a ways up there. So that would be a pretty good potential target. That's for sure. But like I said, if it breaks and holds below structure, you definitely want to start looking for shorts. Like if the dollar continues to be weak, then this is potentially going to be go down also, and potentially maybe even turn into a big old giant downtrend. So, got a little bit of a triangle type thing going on right here. I don't really like this top line, but that's not. I thought it was going to go up, hit the 78%, hit the top of this like little triangle contracting thing we got going on here. And then I thought it was potentially going to start another downtrend because, like I said, dollar weakness should be Swiss strength. Let's look at oil, man. I've been waiting for a turn on oil, which I talked about yesterday, which honestly I kind of am starting to think it's not going to happen until it takes out the lows. I was thinking that we were going to get one more push up. I do trade oil once in a while. I have traded natural gas a few times. I traded the indices. I trade all the Forex pairs. Just no crypto. For me, this looks impulsive down. I still think it looks like a potential wave A. I still think this whole sideways action is potentially a wave B. And I still think that at some point, it's probably going to grab these lows now, but at some point, I think it's going to go up to about $100 a barrel, which is a Fibonacci level for wave C of B. Then I think it's potentially going to go down to like $36 a barrel. So it's probably going to go down and grab these lows first and then go up and then down, most likely. Yeah. I was hoping it was going to bounce from that Fibonacci level and give me a long opportunity. I was hoping this was going to be a higher low. And I was going to swing trade it all the way up to $100 a barrel, but it looks like it's going to go down more. Definitely still looking for shorts. I know there was a guy in the group that sorted this the other day. I hope he's still in. He got in right at the end of this correction right here. I think he got in right there, almost a perfect entry. That's probably a 1, 2, 3. It's probably just going to keep going unless it breaks structure. I would continue to be pretty bearish. So, yeah. Yeah, we usually start off by looking at gold, the euro dollar, and the pound dollar. And then I usually end by looking at the same pairs. Yeah, those things are going pretty good. I'm almost tempted to take profits because there's 100%, but boy, I kind of hate to. It looks like 5 waves up, too. Ugh, this is where you start to think you should just take profits, but that 1 hour time frame will make you think you should take profits. But really, profits should be taking all the way up here, which is a long ways away. So it's probably a good idea. Good idea just to hold. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I've been fighting a little bit of a cough. A lot of people are sick right now. Knock on wood, I haven't got sick, but got a little bit of a cough. Oh man, I'm hoping this thing breaks out big time. Like I said, this is gonna be big, big profits for me if it does. What's gold up to? Did gold turn? Yeah. I bet gold. I think gold's got one more leg down. I think it's gonna at least go back down and retest the 78%. So I would. I mean, I think there's a pretty good chance we're gonna go down. I don't know. It could potentially turn here, like I was saying at the beginning of the Zoom meeting. On the 4 hour time frame, this could be a just an expanding ABC, and it could just go up. It could just be a crutch into the last 5 waves. Yeah, I include the wicks. You kind of got to include the wicks. I mean, that's price went there, so we kind of got to include them. The only problem is that sometimes from broker to broker, you're gonna have different wicks. Like this is a Wanda, but if you looked at like forex.com or FXCM or something like that, you probably this low is not even the same. So that's the only problem. Is sometimes your wick isn't going to be the same on every broker, which is going to cause different Fibonacci levels depending on which broker you have. But most Fibonacci levels get overshot a little bit, anyways. I mean, I said the 78%, but I mean, technically it went all the way down to there. Technically, you could almost say that it was respected to 61% because it only spiked below there. If it starts to just turn back up, it might just keep on going. I'm not a big gold trader. If I see an opportunity on the 4 hour time frame to get in a trade that I could potentially hold on to for a couple weeks or even more, then I will definitely take it. But I'm not really looking for the small moves. I'm looking for something I can get in and hold on to for a couple weeks to the long side, preferably. I think gold, you kind of either have to be a really short time frame scalper or you have to be kind of a big time frame swing trader. Because gold is hard to uh, hard to day trade. I always tell people that I think gold is one of the hardest pairs to day trade, even though it's probably one of the busiest pairs to day trade. The reason why I don't really like gold that much is because it doesn't really correlate with the dollar. The US dollar index will be going down and the gold will be going down at the exact same time, which is definitely not what you would want to see out of a US dollar pair. So gold for me is not really a day trading pair. A lot of people, I think gold is really, really good for scalping. And I think gold is pretty good for like swing trading for a couple of weeks at a time. But day trading is a little tougher because those intraday moves can really get you sometimes. Gold is just one stop hunt to the next. Look at this. Went down there, stopped that guy out. Went up here, stopped that guy out. Went down here, stopped that guy out. Went up here, stopped that guy out. It's just like literally one stop hunt to the next. Made a big old dump, stopped anybody that had stop losses anyways in here, stopped them out. Now it's anybody that's going long right now. Eventually, it's probably going to go down, stop out anybody that went long. Then it'll go up and stop anybody out that went short. And then eventually it'll probably go back up. Gold is not the best pair, in my opinion. Look at that. Stop hunted that guy, stop hunted that guy, stop hunted that guy, stop hunted that guy, stop hunt there, 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 stomp hunt again down here. Oh, lower high finally. And then stop hunt that guy, stop hunt that guy, stop hunt that guy, stop hunt that guy. It's like, ooh. I'm from America too, and in America you cannot trade gold on a margin forex account. So I was not able to trade gold at all until I moved to Europe. Now I can trade gold because I have a European broker, but I went years, like literally like 10 years without trading gold because I'm from America. And anybody else that's from America knows you can't trade gold on a US broker. So, anyways, yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, I will be doing these live streams every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, unless it's a bank holiday or unless something comes up and I have to cancel. But for the most part, it's gonna be 5 days a week, replacing the PM videos. So if you definitely put it on your reminder, definitely like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't forget. Definitely check out my Discord channel. It's 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure you're not the only one, Wisdom. So definitely check out my Discord channel. It is 100% free to join. I want to build a community of like-minded traders. So yeah, definitely check that out. You never have to pay a dime. If you do want to join my membership, it's at my website, fxspeculator.com. It's only $30 billed monthly. If you can't pay with Stripe or PayPal, let me know and I will take cryptocurrency. It just has to be manual with my wallet number. So, like I said, I comes with a trading course. The trading course is right here on the website. It's about 35 videos. It covers, what's a trend correction, with market structure videos, Fibonacci videos, Elliott wave videos, tuning the frequency of your charts, which I think is the secret to Elliott wave, risk management, a little bit of stuff about trading psychology, how to put it all together, become a consistently profitable trader, and how much money can I make trading, and different ways to go about it to build your capital. So it comes with the trading course. It comes with the 4 live Zoom meetings a week. So now I'm trading this account with everybody. I'm trading this prop firm account with the group at the time of the meetings. It's a $50,000 prop firm account that I'm trading with the group right now. During the Zoom meetings, we're going to trade this together. I'm probably going to start trading the indices with it, to tell you the truth. It's either going to be the euro dollar or the indices. We're going to be trading probably like the 5-minute time frame for a few hours a day in the afternoon together. So you guys are going to seed my trades, take my trades if you want, not take them. It's all up to you. See how I go about things. I think it's a good way to learn. That's why I want to do it. And it's kind of good, get people a little more excited. So if you want to join, it's only $30 a month. Like I said, most gurus that do anything even remotely close to what I do charge like hundreds of dollars a month, if not more, for a really crappy service. So definitely check it out. Yeah. So anyways, I will be back tomorrow evening at the same time, 6 p.m. GMT time and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So as always, thank you for coming, and as always, thank you and happy trading to everyone.